Let me know. I think I'm live. Hello, guys. Hey, guys. Stephanie Garrett here. I'm live. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I had to redo my stream because it was not working. All right. So, I don't know. Oh, there I am. I haven't seen, because there's a delay on my end. So I don't see, it takes a minute for it to start. Anyway, how's everybody? I hope somebody is joining me now. I don't see anybody in the chat. If you are here, please say hello. I am live. Okay. I see it says 3 current viewers. Oh, hold on. I'm going to set up my tablet here so I can see the stream. All right. Let's see here. Just a second. Come on. What is going on with my tablet? Okay. I'm trying to pull my channel up here. Hi, Connie. Yes, I am going to say hi to folks. If that bothers anybody, just fast forward if you're watching the replay, okay? This is a live stream. All right. Okay, let me choose the video. Let me turn myself down. Just fast forward if you're watching. All right. Hi, Bonnie. I'm good. How are you guys? I often when I do live streams, I have to do like last minute setups and things, and it never goes to plan. So I'm just doing stuff on the fly. So so it looks like I got 4 people. All right, now I am how many minutes in here? Let me see here. You know what? I'm in the YouTube studio. Hold on. Let me see here. Hold on a second. Oh yeah. Let me just there we go. I think that's better, and I can see the chat better here on the computer. All right. So now we're 2 minutes in. Let's go ahead and get started. People can join in whenever, or you can watch the replay. And if you don't want to see all this, shenanigans at the beginning, just fast forward. It's not that hard. Okay. Now this is going to be a Studio Sessions podcast today, and we're just going to be chatting. There will be nothing done on crafty on video or anything like that. Because in the last few days, hi Tonda, there was a post in a Facebook group, right? And this is not the only time that I've seen this post. I've seen it in multiple. Oh God, y'all. Of course I'm filming now and some loud thing is on the street. And this was one of the annoying things that people said they didn't like on the Facebook group, background noise. But like I can help the street cleaners, right? Like, what am I supposed to do? Anyway, there has been some controversy as to what makes a great, really or good crafty YouTube video, right? So I read all of the comments because there's over 100 comments in this particular one that was a few days ago. And some of them were nasty. Okay, now I think the person asking the question, I don't know if she had wanted that. Maybe she probably just wanted to know, A lot of people want to know. And some people gave some really good advice about things that they like and don't like. And then some of the comments were just downright disrespectful and nasty, in my opinion, which I am entitled to. Now, they followed up with another post about that post, and some girl just wrote Reese today. Well, don't ask for our opinions. The person wants to know our opinions, so what? You shouldn't be jumping all over people because they asked it or whatever. It was like, no, y'all were nasty. Some of y'all were nasty and disrespectful, and you need to be checked on it. Because here's the thing. When it comes to YouTube videos, I think that when people don't do YouTube videos, they have no clue as to the amount of work that goes into setting all this up. And not only do they not know, they don't appreciate it either. And they don't value it. Now, a lot of y'all do. Like my regular people who watch me and watch my channel and watch some of the other YouTubers. You guys, we're not talking about you guys. We're talking about the people who kind of happen upon your channel or happen upon your blog or whatever it is you may have going on, and they've never seen you before, and they want to learn how to make whatever. And so they, do a search and one of your videos comes up and they watch it and they don't know anything about you. All they know is about what they're watching, right? So people have absolutely no idea of the amount of work that goes into this. We have to shop for the stuff. Okay, we shop for the items. We have to, put the project together on camera. We have to edit the video. Those of us who edit, and we have to upload it and try to promote it. Do you have any idea how hard that is? Like, most people have no freaking clue. So for anybody who wants to dog YouTube creators or TikTokers or whatever, well, we're mostly talking about YouTubers here, I think is wrong and it's shameful. Okay, and I'm going to read you some of the comments. Oh, we're going to get into it. We are going to get into it. Because when I first saw that post, I was a little ticked off. And I said, okay, let me give myself a couple of days to calm down. Because it ain't about me. Nobody says Stephanie. No, we're talking to you, sister. Now, they weren't talking to me. But as a YouTuber, I got a little in my feelings about it because I'm like, I know how hard a lot of us work to do this, right? And we're doing it basically for free. Yeah, YouTube pays a little something, but most YouTubers don't make money. It's just a fact. And YouTube only pays about $20 per 1,000 views on a video. Okay. So if you don't have at least 1,000 views on one of your videos, you're not getting paid. And quite honestly, I don't even think I'm going to get a check this month because my videos didn't make enough money. So we're doing it for free. Thank you, Tonda. I appreciate that. Hi, Katie. So here we are basically doing all this for free. Now, look, we don't have to do it. We do it because we love to do it. I do YouTube videos because I love to do it. I'm an artist. I'm a performer. I'm a TV host. I have been on television before. That is my background. So this is kind of like second nature to me, being on here. Now, most people who do YouTube videos, that's not their background. They're just a hobbyist, or they're an artist or crafter, and they want to share their work to the world and hopefully inspire you to be creative. I would say that that's probably what most of us do, right? So most of us, work hard to try to put out good content as hard as we can, And then I noticed a lot of people don't put any effort in. Now there's that side of it too. I'm going to tell you something. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I actually watch YouTube more so than regular television. Okay. And I can see where some of those nasty comments come in because some people don't take the time and attention that they need to have to really make this YouTube thing work. You really do. You got to study it. You got to look at videos. You have to watch all the guys and the girls who teach, creating YouTube videos. There are a list of people who teach how to make good YouTube videos. And from some of the videos that I've personally seen, I don't think anybody's even watching those people, and y'all should. If you have a desire to create a YouTube channel, you should be watching all of the people whose job it is to teach you how to create a channel, okay, and a platform. Because I certainly have. That's why I have this microphone and this program I'm talking to you through and my webcams. That all came from me watching other people, watching the people who teach this. And I still have a long way to go with even my setup here. Right? So I'm going to get into some of these comments of what folks were saying. I'm going to read it to y'all and you're going to be like, what? Okay, let me see if I can pull it up. I saved it. Well, look, now I can't find it. Okay, is this it? No, that's not it. Hold on, y'all. Let me find it. I saved it. I don't know where it is now. I hope they see. I was trying to get to this. Oh, wait. I think I just saw it. I was trying to get to this before they took the post down. And so the question, it was just a simple question. I'm sure the person who posted it, and I think she follows my channel too, but I'm not going to say her name. Don't worry. I won't say nobody's names. And we'll say allegedly. Just so folks don't get upset. Allegedly, some things were said. And, well, they were said. I mean, Okay. The question was, what makes a good YouTube tutorial? Okay. What makes a good YouTube tutorial? What do y'all think makes a good YouTube tutorial? What, and for those of you who are watching me, what is your opinion on that? So just go ahead and type it in the comments and I'll read it. I don't know why this thing keeps going up and down the street. It's like it's going back and forth and I hear it. So somebody's going to have an issue with that. I can't control that, y'all. I'm sorry. All right. Now, I'm going to go to all comments. So some people said a clear voice. Okay. A clear voice and a cut list in the notes. A lot of people said less than 20 minutes. Get to the point. Quit chit-chatting. Nonsense about like hanging out in your BFF's kitchen. Some people said I don't need all the extra chit-chat. Okay. Somebody said get to the facts. Get a good position of the camera. Talk less as possible. Don't use crazy music. Have materials already. That's fair. Good instructions. Absolutely, Connie. Yes. I would agree on that. But I can tell you, let me pause for a second on this, reading this. I can tell you that I have done jewelry making tutorials where I give good instructions at the beginning. I do what's called a setup in my videos. I lay everything out, tell you what I'm using and where I got it from and how you can find it and what I'm going to be doing with it. That's called a setup. I learned that years ago. They don't call it that anymore. 20 years ago back when I was on TV as a host. I mean, we had a pretty simple structure back then because it was cable. It wasn't like, a network or anything. It was like cable TV, like local cable TV, but I was still on TV. I just took that form and applied it to YouTube videos and it works great for me. But some people don't like that. I had a girl send me a message actually, and she said, girl, you talk too much. You need to just get on with it. And that's what a lot of people said on here, right? And she was nasty about it. And I was like, okay, first of all, you're about to get blocked if you don't watch your mouth. That's first of all. Second of all, it's called the setup, sweetie, because what happens is you get umpteen comments about what'd you use, where'd you get it, where you gotta buy it, where you gonna go, how can I use it, you didn't tell me, I gotta tell you from the beginning or otherwise you don't get it, right? So you have to take the time in the beginning of the video to set it up, what you're using, where you got it from, where can I find it, and are you gonna post a link? If you don't have a link, at least if you say it's on Amazon, okay, I'll try to grab a link for you. AliExpress, I don't really do those links because I usually do it on my phone and it's a whole hassle to get the link put in the description from your phone. I can tell you scrapbook.com. I can tell you, if you're looking for beads, some bead place, whatever. Right? Hey, Steph. Hi, Tony. I try to do that because I understand that when I watch videos, that's what I would like to see. Okay. That's what I want to know. Where'd you get it? Can I find it? Or can I find something like that or whatever, right? Some people have a whole issue with that. Okay. It says, if you're doing lives, don't spend 5 to 10 minutes acknowledging people. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to read some of the good, the juicy ones for you guys. Too much talking. Yeah. Have a list of materials. Yeah. Have all your pieces cut if you're going to be doing like a paper crafting thing. I would definitely say if you're going to be doing mixed media, have most of your stuff laid out ahead of time. If you have to prep the night before, do that. That's my recommendation, because I am in the middle of filming a mixed media video. Okay, but see, I edit. I know how to edit. If I can pause my camera to go dig for something in a thing over here, then I can do that. Okay. Fast forward through gluing. Let's see. Hold on. Y'all, I ain't got to the good ones yet. One girl actually said, she goes, "Oh, just shut up. Just shut up. Nobody wants to hear about your life. Nobody wants to hear you talking. And just shut up and teach me. Just teach me." Somebody else says, "My pet peeve when the person doing the video feels they have to say hi to everyone they know. We don't know them. Just get on with your video." Okay. I mean, I don't know. You know what? These are just some of the comments, but they go on and on and on. Okay. No jazz hands. Get to the point. No jazz hands. Like, who's doing jazz hands, girl? Jazz hands are like, that's jazz hands. But okay, whatever. Oh, hi, Angie. Right? No jazz hands. Don't try and sell me anything. Don't show me what she said. Just show me what you want to teach me in a consistent tone of voice so that I don't have to keep changing the volume. I don't like long videos. I'm reading it kind of like she wrote it. Not, If you're doing a long teaching methods, not 5 minutes of jazz hands, moving all over the place, and beginning in the filler chat. Have good lighting. Now, yes. And a clean workspace. I agree with that part. And make sure your measurements are correct. Well, I hardly ever measure anything. So if you're watching me to try to measure something, every now and then I'll give you a rough estimate on something if I'm making. But most of the time with me, you're not going to get measurements. I just kind of eyeball stuff and keep it moving. Let's see. There were some other fun ones on here. Oh, somebody says incessant giggling. Removing product from packaging. Well, a lot of us do that. You open something to get ready to use it. People don't like that, y'all. Excessive hand motions. Excuses for why something isn't working. Have your script ready and your materials. Good production equipment so the viewers aren't listening to distracting background noises and irritating music. A lot of people don't like the music. That was another one. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. A lot of people don't like the music. So if those of you have music in your videos, I do. They don't like that. Okay. Let's see. I'm just trying to read because, there's so many here. And I'm not saying what group this is in. It doesn't matter because this has been going on for months. Months. I was in another group on Facebook, and it was something very similar. The comments were just downright nasty, y'all. There was a few people who said nice things, but some people's like, "Oh, I hate long videos," or "I hate short videos. I hate when they don't show whatever." And some people says, "I love when they show whatever," It's script. This is not Hollywood production. I have no idea what I'm going to say until the camera turns on. That's how I roll. It's absolutely. Hey, Lynn. Yes, I agree. I used to, you know what? I used to write down my, back when I was doing just jewelry videos, I would write stuff down, but I would have bullet points. I didn't do the script thing, but I did do bullet points. Okay. Just so I could have some talking points. Cause sometimes I forget stuff. So occasionally I do write down some things just so I will remember, right? We're crafters. We're not professionals. And I believe most of us are doing that. But that's what I say, Angie. I said the same thing. I said, look, we ain't in Hollywood. Okay. This is YouTube. Now there are a lot of professional channels out there that have great production value. You know, they got a whole set. They got people working for them. They got cameras and lights and they have everything. I've seen it. Well, kudos to them because most of us don't have that. You know, we have to figure this out on our own. All right. I'm figuring this out as I go along. That's just it. I can't please everybody and I'm not going to. So I'm going to do my best to do what I do. And that's it. You know, I don't understand all of the, and especially because YouTube is a free, mostly free platform, right? They're watching our videos for free. So like I mentioned before, we have to shop for the stuff. We have to create the stuff, try to put the video together, upload it, and then market it. And all for free. And you still giving me drama about that? You still have a problem with that? It's ridiculous. Yeah, Bonnie, that's true. Jim Holtz is right. You do you. That's what he says in his videos. You do you. And that's what I agree to that, right? But I wanted to bring this to everyone's attention, especially to my fellow YouTubers, that there are a lot of folks out there that have a real issue with what it is that we're doing. And they have a lot of people don't have a lot of respect for what it is we do. And they don't have any value for what it is we do. And maybe they shouldn't have the value. I mean, you know, when I saw that woman's comment about, well, just shut up and teach me, essentially, that's what she said. Allegedly. I'm paraphrasing. It's like there's a sense of privilege. Like, really? I have to teach you? Really? Is that my job? I don't think so. You know, that's not my job. You're lucky I'm even on here, giving what I give, let alone. It's like it was such a sense of entitlement. There's a sense of entitlement that I think a lot of people feel from content creators. That, well, you should just do it. Yes, you sure. That's what you do. You just do it. No, it's not what I do. Thank you. You know? So it really had me thinking, and I've been thinking about this for a couple of days. It's been on my mind. And I keep checking back to the comments to see what people write. And a lot of people are really cool about it. They say, hey, look, they're doing free content for us. We should just be grateful and happy that we got this and be done with it. Now, YouTube could simply start charging everybody. They said they wouldn't. You know, that's been kind of a rumor over the years. My thinking is, this is just my personal thinking. Doesn't mean it's true. It makes a good business model for them to start charging. You know, let me turn my ring off, y'all. Hold on a second. You know, to start charging people. Heck, if they just do it, for $2, say they charge $1.99 a month, right? $1.99. That's $1.99 for 100 million people, because most of us watch YouTube, right? That's a lot of money. Even if they're charged $2.99, I'm not saying they will. They probably won't, but then what y'all gonna do? Then what are people gonna do? Still bitch and complain and moan about it? Look, we're doing the best we know how to do. This is what we We learn as we go and we make it work. My videos, I think my videos are pretty good compared to a lot of people, but I work really hard on my videos. I try to make sure my lighting is good. Sometimes I fall short of the glory, like a lot of people. I make sure that I'm editing and giving people, what they need to see in the video. Sometimes if I make a mistake, I'll leave that in there just so if you're learning that if you make a mistake, you feel like it's okay to keep going. Things like that. I notice that some people don't appreciate that. Right? I'm just reading some of the comments. I think thankful for all the YouTubers I have gleaned so much inspiration from. Yes, I do too. I watch a lot of YouTubers. Like I watch some of the bigger YouTubers. I've mentioned this before. I've seen a couple of the big YouTubers, and I don't really want to say their names, but hold on, y'all. My mic is crooked here. Okay. One of them, and this was some time ago, got criticized for always having, like new items, right? Paper collections and things like that. And some people would watch her channel, and criticize her and say, oh, well, we can't afford that, so-and-so. It's nice that you have it, but we can't afford that, or I can't afford that. I'm on whatever, and I can't afford that. So to combat that, she literally took her trash can right here. Let me show y'all. She took her trash can and she reached in her trash can and made something from the trash can. She's a great artist. She can do that. I'm not doing that. I can tell you that. Not unless it's something really cute in the trash can that I accidentally threw away. But I ain't doing that. And I thought, why let people guilt you into creating from the garbage? And I get it. A lot of people don't have money. Hell, I barely have the money. But I figure it out. Just come back when you got it, as they say. If you don't have the money right now, come back when you get it and check the video out. It'll be here. It's up here on here. You can Google it, look it up, put it in your play, save it in your watch later list. I'm not gonna to do that. So I just wanted to go through some of those comments because this isn't like an ongoing thing, y'all. It really is, and it says so much about where we are as a community. And it's a little sad to me because I feel like we as artists work so hard with what we do. We put so much of ourselves into creativity and making projects, and a lot of our time is spent sourcing, making this stuff, trying to put a halfway decent video together, only to be criticized for it. A lot of prep work, so yeah, Angie, you're right. So do I. So I'm just continuing. Let me just read a few more comments here. Get started with minimal chit chat and make it easy. Okay. Don't need to watch someone coloring. Okay. But there's a lot of color channels. There's a lot of people who like coloring. There are a lot of people who watch coloring channels just to relax. Maybe I want to see what they color because I may be thinking about doing something. You don't want to see it, but the other person does. So what should the person do? Let's see. I'm just looking here. I fast forward coloring and die cutting. I can see some of what people are saying. Fussy cutting. Yeah, we don't really need to see fussy cutting. That's just me though. Some people want to see it because they don't know how to do it. Speak clearly and explain things in the right order. No loud or distracting music. Some people said they didn't like dogs barking. That was a big thing. No dogs barking. No dogs barking. No happy hands or jazz hands. That's a consistent thing. And a lot of people did not want to see kids in the video. Okay, they don't want to see kids in the video. I put my kid in the video. He's 7. Now, he's not in all of my videos, but he's been in a couple. And going towards the holidays, I told him if he's a good boy, we would make a couple of videos together. But see, that's more for he and I. You know, I'm not doing a mixed media video and he's sitting here because we'd never be able to get through it. So I get that. You know, I do. I get that. The surefire way to make a poor YouTube video is to cater to all the suggestions in the post and everywhere else. Yep. Be authentic. That's true. And be yourself. All right. I'm paraphrasing some of these comments because I don't want folks to be mad at me. But see, I didn't say any names, so people don't know who I'm talking about or what group I'm talking about. And I'll read you my own comment. Like someone said, make what you want. Your audience will find you. It's crazy how people actually complain about free content. YouTube is free and voluntary to watch. If people don't like it, they don't have to watch. Be yourself and have fun. That was my comment. I'll read you my full comment. And I quote that. Okay. So so there was another follow-up to that post. Okay. I don't even know why I'm in this group, to be honest with you, because I really don't do this particular thing anymore. But it popped across my feed and I was reading it and I wanted to touch on it. Okay. So here's what somebody wrote today. Look at my face. Okay. Not saying any names. From what I read, the writer asked for people's opinions about what they disliked about YouTube videos. The responses were what people truthfully thought. They weren't slamming people. Different styles suit different people. I stopped watching live because I really don't like the banter. That doesn't mean I don't appreciate the work. And opinions were asked, don't slam other people for giving their opinions. But see, are these opinions or are they disguised as digs? You know, are they opinions? I don't know. What do y'all think? Let's see. Well, I wrote that quote down. It was a quote. Know the difference between an insult. Let me read that again, y'all. I'm tongue tied. Know the difference between an insult disguised as constructive criticism. Know the difference. Know the difference. And that's where my issue with the whole conversation is. A lot of it was insulting, to say the least. Deeply insulting. I truly believe some people are miserable and they want to meet. Yep, I was thinking the same thing, Connie. Oh my God. Yes, I was thinking the same thing. Let me see, Katie. What did you say here? I don't get how people expect you to stop dogs barking. It sounds like you can't control. It seems like the people. Yes, and that was my point. Yes, exactly. What I just said was that with your comment and my comment put together, that was my point. I mean, people are miserable and hateful and people are awful. And then people do have their opinions. Like I have my opinion on a lot of videos. Now I'm going to tell you my opinions here and I'm going to move this conversation a little on because we're 34 minutes in. Okay. I wanted to just share this with you because I felt like maybe a lot of you weren't aware and you probably need to know. Now, this is probably going to be an ongoing conversation in every group. I have seen this same conversation essentially in a lot of different groups. Like I told you, heck, I even seen this in a wig group and I don't even wear wigs like that. I'm a part of a wig group on Facebook and a similar question was asked about some of the ladies who do makeup and wig videos. And some of the very same criticisms were posed at them as well. And a lot of them were nasty and hateful and mean. You know, I was, because, you know, I own a few wigs, but I'm not a wig wearer. These are hair extensions. But I was just like, you know how hard it is to shop for a wig, put it on, try it on, then do your face? That's a lot of work. And then try to edit the video. Excuse me. That's a lot of work. A lot of work. But they want to know that they bought, you know, a $300 wig from so-and-so, and is it great, and try it on and let me see how it hangs and how it flows and what's the hair feel. They want that, but they don't want the person doing it the way that they want to do it. You can't have it both ways. Yeah, I don't mind dogs barking either. And excuse my sniffling. Every time I get on here, I always take an allergy tablet before I come on, and I'm still sniffling. Don't know why. No idea. Maybe I'm talking too much. I'm just laughing at myself, right? So, but it has been a conversation in many groups around social media. And I just wanted to touch on it in our community, because I think because we make stuff, that somehow we should be obligated to please everybody. Okay. Now, I was going to say, I have my own pet peeves when watching YouTube videos, just like some of these folks do. But mine aren't shady. Mine aren't bitchy. I'm not, you know, harassing folks. I type in Dollar Tree haul, right? And, you know, all these videos come up in the search of the latest, say, Dollar Tree haul this week. And whomever had a Dollar Tree haul this week, the videos come up in whatever order. Excuse me. Let me take a drink. Okay. So I see different videos, right? And I see a lot of new YouTubers who are killing it, guys, killing it. Their videos are top notch. Their lighting is good. Their sound is good. The way they showcase the products are good. There are some YouTubers who have under 1,000 subscribers right now who are killing it. Okay, killing it. I've subscribed to their channels. One girl has 700 subscribers, I think. But she's out of the gate. She's killing it. So I know when she gets to be 4, 5, 6,000 subscribers in, her video is going to be just the bomb, right? And then I see somebody who has anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 subscribers. Content is trash. And I say that in the most loving way. Now, I'm not trying to be like these people in this group being mean and nasty. And I say that because if you have been on YouTube for an inordinate amount of time, okay, and you got, 3,000 subscribers and above, at least, well, by that time, your channel's monetized. And hopefully you are taking advantage of the monetization. If you're smart, you will be. Okay, don't turn down money. And you should have learned a thing or two along the way of how to make your videos better. Okay. Thank you, Roseanne. And hi and welcome. Okay. If you have, and I know a lot of people still film with their phone because, it's easier and it's quick and you can get the video out quick and upload it from your phone and all that. Some of my earlier videos, I did film with my phone, but my content, I hated the way the videos looked because I felt they were trash in my old videos. The sound wasn't great. The lighting was weird. Like, it was a whole situation. I just was not happy. So I took the time to research how to set all this webcam stuff up, the one you're watching me on and this other one. That was a long process of trying to figure out, how to do that. So if you are still filming with your phone, it would behoove you to watch some videos of how whatever phone you have, whether it's an iPhone or an Android. There are men and women on here on YouTube who teach how you should film facing down with your phone. Okay. I've watched a number of those videos, and you know, every blue moon I'll still film with my phone if I want to, like, especially for Instagram, because you know, that's the app. You got to upload it from either your phone or your tablet. So you have to kind of do that. So, okay, whatever. I still use my phone. And of course, for my other channel, Stephanie G's Lifestyle, I have to film with my phone there because I'm kind of on the go, which I don't like. I don't like filming with my phone, especially because I got an S8 and it's old and it's on its last leg. And hopefully I will get a new phone by Christmas, if not by next year. But that's neither here nor there. There's this arm here. Let me see if I can pull it over here. Oh, hold on. See this arm? Guys, I got this on Amazon. At the time, I think it just came out. It was like $30. Well, almost $30 with tax. But it's an arm. You put your phone in and you can film face down on your table. Okay. So, yeah. Hold on. I'm knocking all my stuff over here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Making a mess. But I had to share that with you because some people do need to figure out how to film their videos that best showcases what it is you want to do. And when you film with your phone, like this is my old phone here, my phone, you film with it face down the long way. That way your videos, you know, this way. The videos can, you know, be seen, especially if you're on a table, right? And especially on the S8, you can flip the video so when you upload it, it comes out the normal way. So there is a setting on here on the Android. I don't know about iPhones because I don't have an iPhone. There's a way you can flip the video in the settings so the video is face down and it looks more like you're watching me now. Okay. I know this because I used to do it before I had all this set up. So for those of you who are still filming with your phone, please research it. And please, for the love of God, another one of my I'm going to just give you my pet peeves. Now, these folks had theirs. I'm going to give you mine. But I'm giving it to you as a friend and fellow YouTuber. And I'm on here all the time doing stuff. And I watch a lot of stuff. So I'm just sharing. Now, look, you can do whatever you want. I don't really care. I'm just telling you what I like. Or not what I like, but what I feel is the best way to view videos. Okay? From most people's perspective. Speak up. I cannot tell you. I will send you the link, Angela. I have to post it. I just looked it up. They don't have that particular one, but they have one similar now. Because I got this like 3 or 4 years ago. So, liking the videos on YouTube, so don't forget thumbs up. Yes, the thumbs up helps. Thumbs down help too. I don't really like it, but it helps. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, so if you're doing YouTube videos and you have your phone, make sure the volume is turned up all the way up on your phone. And for the love of God, speak up. I cannot tell you how many times I have watched YouTube videos of mostly women. I've never seen a guy do it yet, but that's not to say that it doesn't exist, where women are talking like this. I'm gonna sit back here. Hi, this is so and so. I'd like to bring you to the stage today. I'm showing you a Dollar Tree haul, and I got a few things. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all just hear me what I just said? I have a few Dollar Tree things, and this is it. And I got a few things at Dollar Tree. You can't hear me. You can't hear me. Some of the ladies speak so softly. Not saying you got to be big and loud like me. You don't have to be big and loud like me. I'm me. I'm a showgirl. That's what I do. But you do have to speak up. Put a little bass in your voice. Get a little oomph going. Push yourself. Turn your volume up so we can all hear you. Because here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. People are watching you on your phone. They're watching you on tablets. They're watching you on iPads, and they're watching you on computers and television screens in a lot of cases. Some people put YouTube on the TV so they can have it in the background while they're doing stuff. I happen to have a tablet. I listen to YouTube videos on all of those. Mostly not the TV, really, but occasionally. And the volume is different on all of those, whether you believe it or not. Now, if you listen to it on your phone and you say it sounds fine, it probably is. Excuse me. But you have to recognize that people are watching you on multiple platforms. Okay? So be mindful of your volume. Not saying you got to be loud, because even if it's loud, like I think my videos are kind of loud, although I always keep my volume at 100%. So regardless of what you're watching it on, if you have on earphones, you can turn it down, or if you're someplace loud, you can turn it up. So I personally like that. That's just what I like, because that's how I like to watch my videos. Okay. So just be mindful that people are watching you on multiple platforms, and always watch the replay of your own videos. Those of you who have channels, even if you post on Instagram, I don't care what platform it is, listen and watch your own videos and how it looks on those multiple platforms. Okay. Hi, Heidi. No, that arm will not hold an 8-inch iPad. Sorry. They have those though. They have some bigger that will hold an iPad. Like my tablet. This is my tablet. Like it won't hold that. This is Samsung. So, yeah. And what else? Your background. Now look at my background. It's not the best, but it's decent, because I've worked on it over the years. Now, before I had all this, my background wasn't that bad. I mean, I could probably put something on this closet, but it's a closet. I mean, I could probably put a picture there to make it look better. But, Miss Lola's standing there with her apron on, hovering, shadowing us, checking us out. But I try to make sure my background is good. Okay, see that? Background? Because I have also watched videos of people, a couple with established channels, their background is horrendous. One girl, this was a long time ago, I don't know where her channel went, but I don't know. She was doing some sort of art thing, and when I tell you, the background was so messy, it almost looked borderline like a flop house or like a hoarder's place. And I'm being nice. And again, I mean this from the best parts of who I am. And so you have to be cognizant of your background, ladies and gentlemen. Just clean it up. The stuff I got, luckily y'all can't see my floor because it do look like I had Fight Club in here. My floor is a mess, but I'm going to vacuum. And I got to get a new chair. So I'm talking about my own self here too, right? So this part looks great. Just don't look at the floor. I'm going to clean up my floor. But nobody is in here but me. And I'm fine with that. I just, got sequins and little, been cutting fabric and stuff and got, little strings and stuff. I just need to vacuum. But just check out your background. Make sure your background looks good. Now, here's the thing. If you are going to be on camera, ladies and gentlemen, from a professional on-camera person like myself, who's done this for over 20 years, on and off, I would say this for ladies. Ladies, clean hair and makeup. Make sure you look put together as much as possible. You don't have to look like you're going to the Oscars. You don't have to look, dolled up. This is me. If I'm going to the grocery store, this is how I look. I mean, I got on these glasses because there's a glare on my glasses, but I got some new glasses coming. Some Gucci's, honey. Yes. I upgraded because my glasses fell apart a couple weeks ago and I had to go get them fixed, and I have like multiple, Anyway, I probably need a thing over here where I don't have a glare on my glasses. But you make sure that you look presentable when you're on camera. And if public speaking is not your forte, just think clearly and speak consistently. Now, like me, I jumble my words sometimes, and I'll stumble and stammer and whatever have you, and that's fine. But just make sure that you are being very clear and concise with what it is that you're saying. Keep the personal, and I say this only because I've watched people do it, especially at the beginning of the videos. It's not even a live stream. It's just the beginning of a video, or they'll be holding something and, and they'll talk about it, and they'll talk for 10 minutes about it. We don't need to hear a 10-minute conversation about this, whatever this is in your hand. If you got something from Dollar Tree and it reminds you something that, grandma's cat had gout when you were 3 and you laughed and you thought it was funny, we don't need to hear that. I actually heard somebody say that. That's why, yes, I did in the video. And that's why I say that. We didn't need to hear a 10-minute conversation about grandma's cat who had gout when you were 3. I'm sorry. And look, I'm a good person to tell story, but see, I warn you ahead of time. I say, okay, story time. Just fast forward if you don't want to hear it, right? I'll warn you. I'll give you a warning, because you might not want to hear it. You're like, oh, girl, I ain't got time for all that. Just show me the haul, okay? Shut it down and show me the haul, because we got to go. And when you have time, you'll watch it. Don't spend so much time showing and talking about products unless not the story that you're going to tell behind that product is something that is either entertaining and funny or informative, like something that people want to know and maybe that can help them. But then again, some stories, depending upon the story, can help people get to know you and your audience get to know you and help people resonate with you. So you have to kind of gauge it, guys. You really do. You have to gauge it and know, okay, what can I share and what I can't share, okay? What I want to talk about and what I don't want to talk about. Just think about it for a bit. What do you want to listen to when you watch videos? What do you want to hear? Do you care about grandma's cat who had gout when they were 3? Chances are you don't. But I want to hear about the crazy man in the Dollar Tree. Absolutely. Tell me that story. Absolutely. What was he doing? I want to know. I hope he wasn't hurting people. If it's a funny, crazy story, absolutely share it with us. That's just me, though. Some people might not like that. Anywho, so I'm just giving you my recommendations for, good content. And I have a bunch of others, but again, if you're going to present yourself on camera, ladies, just make sure that you look put together, clean, and, presentable. Gentlemen should be clean shaven and have a clean shirt on it without stains on it. Don't look like you've been mowing the lawn. I've seen guys do that. I'm like, guys feel like, hey, I'm just on here. Guys think differently than women do. It's like, whatever. I don't personally want to see that, but hey, it's his channel. He can do whatever he wants. But if you want to appeal, and this is another great way to, if you have a channel and you want to segue into working with companies and brands and different things, that you have to present yourself fairly well. I personally think, and this is just my personal opinion, that all YouTubers should at least put yourself on camera so people can see your face. I was told that when I worked over at AfterBuzz TV, and AfterBuzz TV is a huge platform here on YouTube. They have over 1 billion downloads of their content, I was a host over there for about 4 years, and I hosted some shows over there, that people want to see you. Now, some of these ladies in this group say they ain't want to see you, and they don't care about you, and da 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 da. They just miserable, you know what's. But from a professional standpoint, seeing you helps me resonate with you and helps me connect to you, your art, your brand, and whatever it is you're doing. And that's why companies will reach out to you. Now, sometimes you don't have to show your face and companies will still reach out to you. That's great too. But the thing about being seen on camera, I don't think a lot of you think about, is that if a brand reaches out to you and they like your look and the way that you speak and how you carry yourself and how you do your art, you literally can become a face of that brand and make a lot of money. A lot. Can you imagine being be the face on a website of some major crafting company or jewelry making company or art company? You're in all their ads, you're on the website, you're on the whatever. I've seen that happen with people from a lot of different things, from everything from clothing to candles to makeup to whatever. Because you never know who's watching your videos, kids. You don't know who's watching. And a lot of professional people are watching you, whether we like to know this or not. So I agree that some of them, thank you, Katie. I think that some of the comments were valid. And I did agree with some of the comments. But some of the comments I thought were pure BS. And they could have kept it to themselves. Right? Because I don't like anybody telling me they don't want to see me. Just teach me. Just teach me. What? We're not doing that. No, you're going to see my big old black face. How you doing? If you don't want to see that, click off. It's been real. So those are just some of my tips. And this is for anybody on social media. You may not be a YouTuber. You might have Instagram. Do Instagram. You may do TikTok. You may do Twitter. You may do whatever platform you're on. This is like an across the board kind of thing. Now, some people will agree with me and some people won't. I'm just going off my experience and my talent and all the things that I've done. And I'm still learning. I've had a meeting last year with an agent. Right? A hosting agent. I never did tell this story, but I'm going to tell it to you briefly. And this agent saw my video, the one I thought that was just fabulous. He said he didn't think it was that great. He's like, yeah, it wasn't very good. I was like, oh, okay. I said it like, WTF? Like, what you mean it wasn't good? It was good. I did it. He's like, no, it wasn't good. And I was like, I just looked at him. Excuse my sniffling. And I was like, okay, so why? I want to know why you don't think it was good, right? He said, well, because you're not doing anything in the video, just standing there. And I'm like, but I'm on camera. He goes, yeah. He says, but I need to see you doing something. If you're going to be standing there on camera, I need to see you making this or making that on camera. Like, he wanted to see it from an agent, a talent agent here in Hollywood. Well, he's done Hollywood, but he was in LA area. He says, I want to see that because if we put you on a network show, you're going to be on camera. They're not just going to see your hands. And I went, okay, fair enough. I said, but I have other videos. Right. So me and him went on this whole conversation. And at first, first of all, I got lost going to the appointment. So I was frazzled when I walked in the door. Right. I was frazzled and, all freaked out because I couldn't find the address. And I finally found it. By the time I got, it was a whole thing. Right. So I got there and then he sat me down and then he told me, but he gave me some great advice. And I took to heart mostly what he said. Some of the stuff I did not agree with. And that's the thing like anything. You take what you need and you leave the rest. If you agree with some of the things I say and you're going to implement that, that's great. And everything else I say, hey, I'm okay with that. And I did the same with him. And what he told me also was, listen, if you get on a local news show or if you should get published, come back and see me. Maybe there's something we can do. I went, okay. Now, luckily, he turned out to be actually very nice. Considering the first time I had a meeting with an agent, he was an absolute jackass. Absolutely. He was rude. He was obnoxious. Just so Hollywood, right? And I was like, man, whatever, bye. I wouldn't want to be represented by that guy if he was the last agent in town. But anyway, I said all that just to say that you just never know who's watching you. Okay, brands watch us, companies watch us, and people watch us. So if we ever, it's your channel, right? Yeah, it is my channel. You're right. You know, everybody, you just never know who's watching us. And especially for those of us who really want to make this YouTube thing, to turn it into something. Now, there are a lot of people who are on YouTube who are just doing it for a hobby. I'm not really talking about those people because they have a different perspective than I do. But that's not to say that it's a hobby right now, but then they can turn it into a business later on. YouTube is a business for a lot of people. And there are a lot of people in these crafty YouTube streets who are making money and who are doing very well. Okay, they're doing very well. They have products out. They have books out. They're getting published. They're doing a lot of really good things. And I, for one, am here for it. I love seeing that. I love seeing an artist published on some big website. I think that's great. Or a jewelry maker who's in, who's got the cover of whatever. I think that's awesome. Right? Because that just elevates what we want to do. Elevates, our stuff to the next level. Because truth be told, most people think that what we do is just a hobby anyway. Oh, that's a cute little hobby. Like when I say I make jewelry, somebody says, oh, my mom used to do that. Well, honey, that was a hobby. This is a business. Mom was probably just chilling and having herself, a glass of wine and making stuff. Where for me, it's a business. Or at the very least, moving in that, well, it kind of was, then it wasn't. That's moving back in that direction for me. Because, I've had to take a long sabbaticals for my surgeries and things like that and distance learning and all that. So I'm trying to get back on the horse here. But for some people, from a lot of creatives, it is a business. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with making money. I don't think there's anything wrong with having printables and selling your printables. I don't think there's anything wrong with making jewelry and putting your jewelry in your shop or your artwork up or anything like that. I see nothing wrong with that. I am here for it. And I say, you do the best you know how to do. And don't try to please anybody. If you're an Instagrammer and all you post on Instagram and you sell your stuff on Instagram, I think that's awesome. So don't let all these miserable ass Karens, I hate to say it like that, but it's true. Or let me clean it up. These miserable Karens and Miss Jenkins, because Miss Jenkins is the black version of Karen. As y'all know, the black folks in the chat know we got black Karens in our culture too. Karen is in every culture. Okay, just so we know, and every age group too. It's not just, the 60-year-old lady. Sometimes she can be 25 and grumpy. But there's a Karen in every culture. So, we don't worry about those girls. Because they're going to complain about, it could be the most perfect thing ever and they'll still have a complaint about it. I'm reading your comment, Heidi. Oh, hey, Yaquise. Thanks for joining me. I'm almost done now. I had a good chat about being a YouTube creator and all the nasty comments that people were leaving in certain Facebook groups. A lot of companies, right? If you're making good money, you can be aware of everything you're doing. Yep. Companies are watching us, kids. So that means that if, say some of these people don't like your content, right? Well, you can take what some of them say and say, okay, I'm going to change my content. I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to get better camera, a better lighting, or clean up my background or whatever. You can always do that. Okay. I do think that people should get cameras that focus. If you're doing with your phone, make sure your stuff is focused. I myself have filmed out of focus a couple of times when I was filming my phone. I'm guilty of that too. Occasionally my webcam does weird things. I think I'm gonna have to get a new webcam here soon. See what I mean? I'm always trying to level up, to showcase my stuff better and all of that. I remember when I first started trying to do this, I had a subscriber of mine have an issue with it. She's like, oh, look at you. You're doing too much. Trying to be so Hollywood. Girl, I'm trying to get a couple of webcams here and clean up this foolishness so the videos will look better. She had a whole issue with that. So she's no longer with us. Meaning on the channel. Got rid of her. Hey, Carrie. You know, so I'm always trying to do better. Right? I have a lot of things, like I really want to change my software. Right now I am filming on Streamlabs. I paid like $20 a month for Streamlabs to film through this. Okay. I edit on iMovie. I would really love to get Final Cut Pro. That's $300. So that's why I, sell my jewelry, and I have classes, and I do Patreon. I'm trying to do Patreon. I don't have any patrons, but I have a Patreon. I may do some memberships coming up so I can get the money so I can pay for better software, so I can pay for a better webcam. I could put the money back into the channel. When I get money from the YouTube channel, the little bit of money I do make, it goes back into the channel. I order business cards, or I haul with it, or I buy stuff to make. That's all. That money goes right back into the channel. It doesn't go to pay for light bills and gas bills and phone bills. It doesn't go for that. It goes right back into the channel. When I sell jewelry on my Etsy shop, it goes right back into the business. So I just wanted to come talk to you today about all the controversy that's kind of been going on periodically within our community. And each and every time it just annoys me, because it's like, I guess I just want a lot of people, not you guys in the chat, but hey, Pamela, I want people to just really appreciate what it is we do. Because it's so hard to get up here on this YouTube and try to speak consistently and concisely and professionally and have a personality. Like, I have a lot of personality. That's what I do. How do you feel about buy me a coffee or promoting for several companies? I was actually going to sign up for that. I was going to see, I have super chat on this video right now. I've never gotten a super chat before. Never. People can donate if they want. I certainly don't ask, but if somebody were to donate, I'd appreciate it. If somebody do want to do the buy me a coffee thing, if I set it up, I would appreciate that, because it's going to go right back into the channel. The $5 or whatever, I'll put it towards something. I don't have a problem with that. Like Mary Small Art, she's one of my favorite YouTubers here. She has a huge channel. What does she got? She almost had 500,000, I think. But I think I started watching her channel when she had about almost 100,000 subscribers back then. And her videos are always consistent, and she does great work and so on and so forth. So she sells her printables and all of her stuff, because I've seen her come such a long way, right? And I am really, really happy for her that things are working out for her. She has the membership, she has all of that. And that's what I aspire to do with this channel. I want to have a membership where I can have membership only videos just for certain people, because like I mentioned in a live before, that not all videos are for the masses. Some stuff is just for a certain group of people. That's why I have a Patreon. So if I put things up on Patreon, certain things are just for the Patreon members. Not all things are meant for all people. So I don't have a problem with, and I mentioned her because she did a video about working for, I don't know. She said she was with 10 companies or something like that. Or it was some weird number where that's all she did was just do videos for companies instead of doing her own thing. And I think that's a lot. That's really spreading yourself real thin. I consistently get people in my email, asking me to work with them. And I have turned down several. And one was actually a fashion company. And I turned it down for a different reason than what you're thinking. It was a plus size fashion company. And they wanted me to send me some stuff and have me, do what we do on this channel, right? And I thought, that's nice, but I'm not there yet because I am overweight right now and I don't like being overweight. And I really want to change that. I've been to the gym and all this and I fell off the wagon and hurt my ankle and, I have stuff going on. In other words, long story short, spare you the boring details. The cat doesn't have gout, but she got a hurt ankle. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not there yet. Now, if I drop a couple of sizes and I'm feeling kind of sexy and they want to send me something, I might jump on here and show you guys some cute clothes. But I might do it on my other channel because that's more lifestyle content. Stephanie G's Lifestyle, by the way. I'll put the link in the description when I'm done. I only have 12 subscribers over there, but you can follow me if you want to. So I don't have a problem with, what I have a problem with, though, I'm going to tell you this, is when companies expect you to do umpteen videos for $15 worth of product. That I have a problem with. It's literally you have to fight tooth and nail to get them to send you at least $20 worth of products before, they'll even work with you. It's like, so you want me to do 3-4 videos for $15 worth of stuff. So I'm essentially working filming, editing, and making the stuff for $15 worth of product. I don't think so. Now, that's not to say I haven't done it, because I have. But I did it in the beginning because I didn't know what it was. And I really wanted to wet my feet in that area. And once I learned what it was about, I didn't do it for a long time. The last one I just did was for Tech to Gadgets for the sunglasses. But those sunglasses were like $50 and they sent me like 2 pairs. Okay, $100. Arteza would send well over $100 worth of stuff. Loved working with Arteza. Loved. That was one of my favorites. So I've worked for a few companies where, they'll send me a nice amount of products and I'll do a couple of videos. I'm fine with that, but not for $15 worth of stuff from China. I'm not doing that. And then I have one company that a lot of y'all do videos for. A lot of people do videos for. Tell me, yeah, we're not paying that. I told them what my rate was because I have a thing set up where if certain companies reach out to me, I can give them a proposal and I have my rate set up. And that's only based on my skill level and my subscriber count and so on and so forth, right? They just flat out said, yeah, we're not doing that. I said, okay, well, good luck. And I said, in one of my last emails to them, I said, look, you need to start paying content creators because what y'all offering is garbage. You can't reach out to somebody with a channel, expect to do 4 or 5 videos for this little amount of stuff that you're sending. Most of us don't need that amount of stuff, guys, for us to be doing all these videos for these people. We really don't. You can order from AliExpress, spend about $10 on AliExpress and get all of that stuff. And with less work. That's my 2 cents. Do what you want. Enjoy yourself and have fun. I would just say if you're going to do it, do it. Get your feet wet. Get a few names under your brand because you do need that. So there's that, that dichotomy of do I work for free or do I get the name brand recognition? What do I do? I don't know. So you got to weigh it. You got to know your worth, like Heidi just said in the comments. Know your worth. Okay, understand your value of your content and know your worth. That's not to say that you can't, ask for some money. They can. I feel like a lot of these companies, easy can offer you $50 a video. That's not that hard. Most of them have that. If they have a couple of content creators under their belt, they can pay you at least $50 a video plus the items that you chose. I think that's fair. That's $50. If you do 3 videos, that's $150. That's not bad. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. You doing all the work for peanuts. We're not in a circus. Well, we might be in a circus with the YouTube circus, but you know what I'm saying. We don't work for peanuts. We're adults with bills and things. We need money. That's not to say that if, name a big brand. If Tim Holtz were to send me a box of stuff, you can best believe Miss Stephanie Garrett's going to be doing a bunch of stuff with the Tim Holtz because I love his products. I love him. I love the brand. I love everything, So I don't want to be a hypocrite sitting up here going, well, you did that. He can send me a box of stuff. Absolutely. Jane Davenport. Absolutely. Dina Wakely. You betcha. But see, I love those brands and I know how to use them. And they're going to send you a whole bunch of stuff. They ain't going to just send you 2 things. So, but that's a big brand. That name recognition. Either you're going to work for peanuts or you're going to work for name recognition. So I actually had to put together a resume, like a bio resume thing for my art and crafty stuff recently. And quite honestly, I didn't even know what to say. And sometimes these brands want to know if you've worked with other brands. They'll say, oh, who have you worked with? Now, a lot of the brands we work with are out of China because that's what we choose to do. And, if we work with a Tim Holtz or some other big name brand, that looks really good to other companies. It looks great on a resume. It's a major brand. So you really have to weigh your options. So let me see. Let me read the comments, y'all. I think companies are like that because some of the creators are just happy to give free stuff. That's what I'm saying. Well, they can get that same exact stuff on AliExpress for about $10, $10 or $12. And you don't have to do 4 and 5 different videos. Let me see. If a company is contacting you, doing it because they know that they can make money from you. Absolutely, Heidi. You really, because I didn't know all this. Oh yeah. Because it started off as, it's really still controversy within the community, but it's just a different topic. We started off talking about what makes a good YouTube video. And, you could segue into other things because this all ties together. Because a lot of people don't like to watch videos of people making things from companies. I saw that in a post before too. Don't tell us all these companies you're working and getting the free stuff and getting all these dyes for free. That was what the comments was. A lot of the girls who do the paper crafting, they get all the big dyes from all the companies. Some people had an issue with that. I know they're getting all that stuff sent to them for free. I don't want to see all that. Well, how else would you know what's out there? How else would you know what they're using in their projects? How else would you know when there's something new? They're on a design team. They're getting things sent to them. You wouldn't know that unless not they showed it to you. Right? So I don't understand what the problem is. Watch the content that you want to watch, but leave people alone. Don't bully people. Don't disrespect people. Don't be mean. Like I told you guys before, I watch YouTube a lot and I see the mistakes that a lot of people are making and I never say anything. I never comment. I never say, hey, your phone is weird and crooked, fix it. Or I can barely hear you, turn your volume. I never say that. And I mean, I probably could, but I don't want to come across as bullying and being mean and spiteful and miserable. Oh, she's just whatever, whatever. When as a crafty friend and a fellow YouTuber, I'll be trying to help you out. I'm trying to show you, hey, look, you may need to look at this, you know. So that's all. I could tell you another thing to get back on the what makes a good video real quick. People, when they use tripods in filming, we can see the legs of the tripod. I know that's a lot how I know that is what a lot of people have, but it doesn't work. Because what happens is it makes it look like it's slanted and upside down like this. And we're watching the video like this. And for somebody like me who gets vertigo and, you know, stuff like that, it's hard to watch a video when it looks slanted down like this. It almost looks upside down. Because I know that the tripod is got the camera down this way because you tilted the phone down. Get yourself an arm off of Amazon. You can get one for $12. Little as $12 off of Amazon. And make sure that it's long. Look at the measurements. Make sure that it's long so it reaches. Because some of them are kind of short. You don't want those. Because you don't have enough room to stretch the arm of the phone so it can peer down. Also, watch YouTube videos of how to film facing down. There are those videos. I'm going to give you some names of some people right now that you can watch and go follow after you're done watching me. Sean Cannell of Think Media talks a lot about this. He is amazing. I'm on his Facebook thing and watch him. He was live today. I didn't get a chance to watch it, but he has amazing tips and tricks. Justin Brown. I think if you just Google Justin Brown, he's Australian. He has amazing tips and tricks for people with iPhones and with Androids. He breaks it down per device. How to film with a tablet. How to film with an iPhone 7. Not 7, but you know what I mean. How to film with an Android S9, whatever. Amazing videos. Roberto Blake has great videos as well. All these dudes have, I think Justin Brown's channel, I think he's got 1 million subscribers now. I think Media might have almost 1 million. I think Roberto Blake is pushing 1 million. If he's not over 1 million subscribers. They're all the tips of tops in their game as far as helping content creators, you know, do better with their filming and their videos. There's one video from Justin Brown I think I want to watch about an intro, because I'm going to be filming myself a new intro for my channel. So when I upload my various videos, I have a nice little intro. I really want a new intro. I just kind of been doing something basic, but I thought I watched my own videos again, watch your own content. I thought, I could do better than that. Yeah, I want a better intro than that. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. It might cost me a little money on the back end, but I'm willing to do that because I want a nice intro. So when you guys are watching my content, you feel like, wow, this is great. It won't be very long because I don't like long intros either. But, those are the people you should watch. Nick Nimmin is great also. If I get a chance to, I'm done with this video, I will put it down in the description. And guys, if you're still watching me, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it if you like my content. Thank you. Memoirs of a DIYer. I can't even say that. You know what I mean. You sit back and craft with. Thank you, D. Nicole. I appreciate that. I'm just looking at all comments. Some of them I missed because I was chatty. But you get my drift, right? So those are people you should watch to figure out how to level up your content. I've heard that many people who started this as a hobby were more relatable when they started, but when they started working with companies, not only did they change their content, their content changed. Yeah. Do you think that's true? I think for some people, some of the bigger DIYer YouTube channels, yes, I think so. Because at that point, they're getting sponsorships. And when you get a sponsorship on your channel, you really have to run a tight ship on your channel. Because at that point, you're getting paid. You got to be careful about what you say, how you look, what you wear. You have to be conscious of all of that. Because at that point, that's advertising. It's like television. That's why they have commercials. That's why certain TV shows can't show certain things because it upsets the advertisers. Well, it's the same thing with YouTube. Generally, if somebody is hiring me, they already know my personality and they like my personality and they're okay with that. So chances are I'm not going to change. And if I have to work with a company that's going to require me to change, chances are I'm not going to do it anyway. Because this is me. I'm authentic. I'm real. I keep it honest. I keep it 100 with you guys. I'm like this while I'm sitting here on YouTube or I'm in my mother's house at the kitchen table or I'm sitting in the mall or walking in the Hobby Lobby. This is who I am. I'm not going to, and I think a lot of people also who aren't accustomed to being on camera, if they're just a YouTuber and they never, like me, like my background is in film and television. So I'm accustomed to being on camera. I'm accustomed to stuff. Most people are not. Most people don't have that background. I think there's one other that I know of that has a similar background to mine. And that is the Frugal Crafter, Lindsay. I believe she's worked in film. I believe she's worked in television before. And you can see it. I can see it in her. I as soon as I saw her, I was like, oh, that girl's been on TV. I could tell just by the way she presents herself. And I think that's awesome. But it's relatable. She's warm and friendly and funny and kooky and all this stuff. Because that's probably how she was when she was on TV. This is how I was when I was on TV. Although I was hosting a music video show at the time. And I was, 4 sizes smaller and younger and prettier back in the day. This is still me, though. Bouncing around and being goofy and being sassy and keeping it honest. That's just who I am as a person. And that's not going to change for me. But I do think people need to find their legs. Meaning, when you start out your channel, you are going to change as your channel grows, and you should change for the better, in my opinion. You should grow along with your channel. Like say if you start out your channel and you didn't really do your hair and makeup before that, well, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 subscribers in, you should probably start cleaning it up a little bit. Clean it up a little bit. Give us a great presentation. Not saying you got to look like a glamour girl, but we can look decent, take a shower and put a nice shirt on and put a little lippy on and, a little something and a little mascara won't kill anybody. Come on and give us what you got. Serve it to us. We want to see it. But I do think, a lot of people start out one way and end up another. And I don't think that that's a problem. I'm here for you. Oh, thank you, the Beating Closet. Their personality change. Yep. Hi, Linda. Linda Magruder Arts and Crafts just showed up. I know. I announced it, but I'm almost done. I'm almost wrapped here. I'm having fun talking about this and sharing this knowledge with you guys because I think that it can help some people. And it'll probably piss a few people off, but do I care? Not really. They'll be all right. Y'all will be all right. Those who don't like it, you'll be all right. There are bigger things going on in the world right now than worried about what the heck I'm doing. Oh, thank you, Katie. I try to pull it together. I'm getting old. So, start getting old. You got to pull it together more. And I've been taking care of my skin. I've been doing some serums and stuff on my skin. Trying to keep together. Just need to drop, some pounds. Everybody I know is trying to lose weight right now. Literally everybody I know. I know people, this is a sidebar to the sidebar, who have never gained weight in their life. All of a sudden they got to drop 30 pounds. I'm like, well, if y'all struggling, what you think will happen to me? Everybody I know is trying to lose weight. So I'm not by myself. This last year has got us all messed up, couldn't go to the gym. In California, I don't know where it was like with you guys, where you are, but California, all the parks were closed, all the gyms were closed, all the trails were closed. Everything was closed for over a year. So we're all fluffy, extra fluffy, right? So anyway, thank you, Linda. I appreciate. Thank you, Memoirs. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. I hope that my information was helpful, and my commentary was. I hope my commentary found you well and okay. But I just wanted you all to be aware that these things were being said in our community. And actually worse things have been said, but that's on a website that I went to several months ago and I have been back since, where things way worse were said. Way worse about a lot of different YouTubers. It was a hot mess. So I haven't been back since, but I have to stay from over there because I literally would cuss somebody out. I'm not playing with these broads and these people. I'm not gonna play with them. And that's another thing, another piece of advice. What a lot of these commenters don't realize is that sometimes you can say something nasty to a person and they'll ignore you, or you should prepare yourself to get cussed out. I'm just letting you know, because I see that a lot on Instagram. Well, a lot of people will comment on somebody's video. Is a girl in particular. I happened to come across her Instagram, right? Because I liked her hair. Her hair was kind of similar to mine. And I thought, oh, her hair's so pretty. What's she talking about, right? So I opened the video and looked at it. She's like on a dating show. And people were so nasty on her. Oh, you shouldn't be doing this. And you're fat. You're this. And when I tell you she cussed them out. When I tell you she lit them up and she blocked them, and she said, and I should have known this. She's a Taurus, just like me. She said, oh, I'm going to cuss out your mother, your father, your ancestors, your brother, your sister, your cats, your dogs. I said, yeah. So people like these in this Facebook group better be careful, because not everybody's afraid of you. And not everybody, is going to take your foolishness. Some people will light you up. Yeah, you're entitled to your opinion, but we're entitled to an opinion on your opinion. Okay, and we can tell you exactly where to go with your opinion. My attitude is, hey, do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm going to do what I want. If people don't like music and videos, then they don't have to watch music and videos. If you don't like dogs barking and kids running the room, don't watch those videos. It's common sense. At this point, y'all, it should be common sense. For the love of God. I remember you talking about that website. Yes, thank you, Stephanie. The people are just jealous. They are jealous and weird and... Oh! Heidi! You gave me a super chat. Ah! Thank you! I've never gotten a super chat before! Not ever! Heidi Blankenship, people! Shout out to you, Heidi! Shout out to you, sister! Thank you! I've never gotten a super chat. Hi, Maria! Oh, I want to stay on longer now. Thank you. That's my first ever super chat. Guys, Heidi Blankenship is on Instagram. Go follow her on Instagram. She makes beautiful jewelry. I believe she has a website. You can go and order stuff from her. She has beautiful handmade beads and all of that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Heidi. Thank you for all you do. Thank you. I appreciate that. That is I've been on YouTube consistently now for almost 5 years. I've never gotten a super chat. It's so awesome. Thank you. Sweet Papery Treasures. Am I reading that right? Yes. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you guys. This has been a great talk. I wasn't sure if people were going to be receptive to this, because it is just a podcast. But I like it. I like when we have dialogue. I like to hear what people got to say. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you guys commenting and everything. Thank you so much, Heidi. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. All right. So, yeah. So, before I go, I'm going to ask you guys, what makes a good YouTube video? In your opinion? Just leave me something brief and I'll read it, because I kind of want to know. I mean, I'm sure we all have the same pet peeves, right? right? Can't hear, you can't see. It's too dark. The phone's weird. You know. Or you know what else is another pet peeve? And I'm going to tell you this. When the camera is so close. When it's like this. And when a camera's too close, we can't see anything. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, Heidi. When your camera is too close to your table, we can't see anything. And if it's too far away, can't see anything. Try to find a happy medium with your camera. I get it. You're still learning. I get it. It's okay. Let's try different things. Try to record something before you press record on your phone or whatever you're recording on. Put something on your table and film it and see how it looks before you even start to record. That's very helpful. I do that sometimes when I even now, because sometimes my webcam here is positioned weird and I want to see how it looks. So I'll film a little test and I say, oh no, it should be closer. I push it down. Oh, no, it's too close. Push it, so I try different things. So try that. Try your volume. Make sure your volume's up. Like I mentioned, clean up your table. If you got to, wipe your stuff down before you start, that's fine. Do all that. And you can see the difference because you'll see the difference in the viewership of your videos. Content, lighting, and personality. I can't stand when people try to hold their phone. Oh, I know. I just did that in one of my videos. But in my defense, it was a lifestyle video and I was at a museum. So and I did cut out all the stuff because nobody wants to see all that. We get vertigo. So now I got myself a little I had a tripod over here, but when I left, I forgot it. Next time I'm putting it in my bag beforehand so I could take it with me. Right? Yep. So I do it too, But the video came out halfway decent, thank God. But even in my own content, starting a YouTube channel now is different than, say, 4 or 5 years ago. So even I'm learning with my new channel because when I'm filming on the fly, especially like walking in some place, the camera moves. So I'm going to have to try to keep that to a minimum. But I'm aware of that, And a lot of times if I'm filming out and about, I'm with my family and my son's asking me 17,000 questions and he's pulling on me. So, you may see a kid in the video every day, but it's lifestyle. So it's different because that's life. When you have a kid, they pop up in stuff. So let me see. What did you say? I mean, in their studio when they create or show a haul. Yeah. And you know what else I kind of have a problem with? I'll show you. I'm going to do it. So I got this. And they don't say anything about it. So this was on sale. And that's how quick they show it. I'm like, wait, what? I didn't see that. Yeah, so I got this. Sorry about my glare. And then they go. Okay, let me show you something else. And I got this. They don't talk about it. What it is. And they don't elaborate on what it is and what are you going to use it for. Now, you don't have to do that with everything. But I assume you bought these or whatever it is to use in a project, right? Now, you don't want to spill all the beans about your projects. Don't do that. I've seen people do that and then somebody else makes the video on it. Happened to me. But you at the very least want to say, hey, yeah, I got these Tim Holtz wings and these are really cute in journals and I have an idea to put these on blah, 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 but we'll see, whatever. That's it. Make sure you show it to us. I want to see the color. I want to see the textures of it. I want to see how much it was, the name brand. So if I go Google it or look it up, I can find it. Or I can go to the store. Because a lot of times I'll walk in the store with people's videos playing on my phone. I'll watch your phone. I'll watch my phone while I'm in. Okay, what did she get? Or I write stuff down. So make sure you at least discuss the project. I mean, discuss the item if you're doing a haul. And take a second or two to leave it and then put it down. Put the next item up. Talk about it. What is it? Then put it down. I watched the lady do that, and I had to turn the video off. I didn't give her a thumbs down or anything. I didn't even comment. I just turned the video off. But she's a new YouTuber, so I think she has under 100 subscribers. So she probably doesn't know. So she'll figure it out, though. She has no, yeah. So a lot of newbies don't really know. But even if you aren't a newbie and you have some subscribers, look at other people's videos and see what they're doing. Reach out to them. Ask them. Ask them questions. If they're receptive to it. Some people aren't. I know when I was making jewelry and I wanted to know about I think this girl had a wholesaler or something she was working with, right? I reached out to her and I said, hey, I love what you got. You mind giving me the name of your wholesaler? No, I don't give that out. Why? It's a wholesaler. Why is this? She didn't want to give me the information. So be prepared that some people might not want to share it with you. I said, okay, no worries. Thank you. And I ended up finding something even better later down the line. So great tips. I look at my old videos and laugh at myself. I know I do too. Oh my God. When I have my phone, I was like, ooh. Even now, I like my content now, but it could definitely be better. That's why I'm going to work. I think I'm going to get a new microphone, and I'm going to get a new, what do you call it? What do you call this thing? Webcam. I'm getting a new one of those. This microphone's fine. You can hear me okay. But sometimes it doesn't tighten well. Like on this side here, this thing doesn't tighten. So I would like a new microphone at some point. But, And then I got new studio lighting put in my room. So my lights are better. Not that people have to do that, but that's what I wanted. So I got it. So you see what I'm saying? There's an investment here for me. I'm not doing all this because this is a hobby for me. For me, this is a business. Right? So that's all. And for those of you who eventually want this to be a business, do your best to work it out. All right? So I have gone on for too long. I hadn't planned on talking this long, but I'm glad I did because this is a great conversation that we're all having. And I think it needs to be had because I wanted you guys to know and just be aware. Because again, that's not the first time I've heard all those nasty comments, y'all. I've been in multiple groups on multiple platforms, and this is the stuff that people are saying. So those of you creating things, you posting your stuff, somebody doesn't like it. Oh, well, you're not making it for them. You're making it for the people who actually like it, So having said that, I am going to sign off. Let me see. Wait, before I go, I'm going to read the comments. Seeing that microphone, always wanting for you to break in the song. I know, I wish I could sing, but I can't. This is like a podcaster's microphone. Technically, I probably shouldn't have this. Doing this video right now is fine, but this is what I record most of my videos on. But I wanted something that it wasn't on the table, that wasn't in my way while I was creating. I used to have a lapel mic, and that would always get caught on my clothes, and you could hear it, and it was obnoxious. One of your hauls, you spoke about that Tim Holtz vellum paper pack. I had to run out and find it. Thank you. Oh, sure. You're welcome. So yeah, that was up to 19 of you watching, 16 thumbs up. Give me some more thumbs up, guys. I appreciate it. And I got my first super chat today. I'm so excited. That's so nice. YouTube takes like 40% of it, but that's okay. I'll take it. They take 40% of everything, don't they? And so does Patreon. Thank you. You're welcome. Patreon also takes 40%. So if you're on somebody's Patreon and they're charging $10, Patreon's getting 40% of that. So we don't make a whole lot of money doing this, y'all. All the Etsy takes, up to 30% of your sale, at least. So, we don't, any of these platforms we're working on, that's why a lot of us have a lot of things going on. We got jewelry, we got printables, we got journals, we got classes, we got this, we got that, because you got to have multiple streams of income in order to really run this train that we're on. Oh, no worries. No worries, Katie. It's okay. Oh yeah, I can put it in the comments. I mean, yeah, I'll put it in the description, Heidi. I'll put my PayPal in the description, guys. I do have a PayPal. I have Cash App too. People can Cash App. I don't do it on here because I don't know. People think you're begging for money or whatever. But I could tell you one thing. Let me tell you something else before I go. On some of those gossip channels, you know, where they talk about the Kardashians and all these celebrities, these people are getting paid. I mean, I saw this one guy, and all he does is sit in his living room and gossip about whoever. $100 here, $50 here, $70 here, $75 here, $100, killing it. I'm like, I'm in the wrong business. Dang it. They should be gossiping about celebrities. You know, or there's one guy who does like the news, like breaking news. Also killing it. He's getting money from across the world. Killing it. Again, I'm in the wrong business because I'm not making any money. So, you know, that's okay. It's all good because I love what I do and I love being here with you guys and I love sharing what I share and I love making stuff and all that. So, I have, what do I have coming up? I have a couple of hauls, of course. I always have hauls. Yep, you're right, Heidi. Most people have no clue what goes into creating content and the cost. That's true. I said it earlier, you know. It's a lot. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. So when you see people selling stuff, please don't be upset about it. If they're selling their digital printables, if they're selling their jewelry, if they're selling their books that they made, courses, classes, consults like me. You know, I do the one-on-one consults. I'm set up to do that now. So if anybody wants a consult on a jewelry, you know, how to make a jewelry piece or a crafting piece or something like that, I also do that. You know, don't be upset about that because that helps us run our channels. It helps us run our platforms. It helps us stay in the game. It helps us keep all this running. You know, every little bit helps. You know, and I love making jewelry and I love making all my stuff. So I like to share that, you know, so that's all. It could be all called creative gossip. I know, right? God, I'm in the wrong area. All right. So, any other questions, comments, concerns? So those of you who are in Facebook groups, definitely pay attention to those posts. Just saying. You will be surprised at some of the mean and nasty things people say about free content. Remember, YouTube is free and voluntary. Okay? It is free and voluntary. So if you don't like any, whatever it is, just don't watch it. Nobody's forcing you to watch it. Nobody's put a gun to your head and saying, hey, watch this or else. No, you know? So anyway, I gotta go. Oh, I was saying I have a couple of hauls coming up. I am filming a mixed media video now. So once I get off of here, I'm going to finish filming that. And that'll probably be up next week sometime. And I'm going to start filming more, couple of mixed media videos before I hit my Christmas stuff. Because I got a lot of Christmas stuff that I want to do. And my parents are coming out here for a week. So I'm going to kind of lose a week. So, and then my kid's going to be out of school for a couple of days coming up. Like next month. So, you know, I'm going to have a little bit of downtime. So I'm not going to be able to film. So I'm going to try to film ahead of time. And again, excuse my sniffling. Me and my allergies, y'all. It's ridiculous. Right? Ridiculous. I got this fan on in here. So that's what's coming up for me. And I thank you all for watching. And again, give me a follow on my social media at Stephanie Garrett Creative on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. If those of you who aren't Twitter, follow me over there. And give me a follow on Facebook and Instagram for my jewelry at Stephanie Garrett Designs over on Facebook and Instagram. So I'm Stephanie Garrett Creative and Stephanie Garrett Designs. I have not created any other platforms for my lifestyle channel yet. I'm still trying to see how that's going to go. But I may have to create some stuff. We'll see. Almost Christmas crunch. I know, creating. Yep. yes, it's almost that time for our Christmas stuff. So yeah, those videos will be coming out soon too. So, all right. Guys, thanks for joining me for this podcast. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.